All right, YouTube, this is 2 Cent back with my 2 cents on Octopath Traveler. And once again, we have a new unit with Nicola coming out today. And so let's just kind of take a look and see what has changed from her JP release, because she was a pretty early release unit on the JP server. So let's see what they've kind of changed and tweaked for us on the global side, just to see if we can give her some more relevancy. I do think she is going to fill a role that we currently don't really have. So let's kind of take all that into consideration when we look at her kit. Let's get into it. All right, so here we are into our skills here. What it looks like from the JP over to us. We have no changes to the stat pool, so everything that you see on the right or the left there for the attributes are all going to be the same. And there are a couple things that I think are a little bit notable here that I like, specifically looking down to that 425 speed. This is going to be a pretty quick unit compared to most of the ones that we have currently out there, so do keep that in mind as you're looking at that. And then we're going to see that the attack's going to be 353. That's not super high for an attacker, but not horrible either. But we do see that it's going to be on the physical side, as the elemental attack's only 266. So that'll give you a little bit of an idea. This is a thief unit, so of course most of them typically are on the physical attacking side, so it just makes sense. But looking over at the skills here, we're going to see that she's going to form, or have a different role in our parties compared to all the other thieves that we currently have out. Which is one of the things I somewhat, really like about the thief, job in general, is they do typically have some pretty varying kind of uses. So that is nice. As far as the things that are changed, I'll let you know as we kind of go through. Here's just, some single target here that can, get some shields. You're probably never going to use these first two. I don't see that ever happening here. However, I do like this mass armor corrosive. This will be for an AoE for the entire enemy team for 15% physical defense down. That's going to be kind of nice to be able to throw out there, at the start of a fight for that AoE. And then we're going to have an ability here that they can get back some kind of lifesteal here of 10% of the damage done, as well as regenerating some SP. And this is going to be a unit that's going to be using quite a bit of SP, but then also being able to, regenerate that. And you're going to kind of see why as we go through here. Now, this triple burst, this was one of the ones that was changed. Before, it was just a single target 3 hit, and that was it. Now we're getting on top of that is lower shield points, even while not striking a weak point. So definitely an upgrade to have, especially I think for this unit in general, that you're going to be bringing for other uses, but you're not always going to be needed to cast those spells. It'll be nice to kind of have this ability to go with it. So here we are. Here's the bread and butter. What I think a lot of people are going to look at this unit and be like, wow, that's really good to have, and that is being able to gift SP from using at 40 cost themselves over to another unit. It's going to start at 25. I believe that will cap out at 100 SP using it at max. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to like to have, especially if you're running some high SP using units, or you're getting into some longer fights and you're needing to try to regenerate that a little bit quicker, maybe for your healer or something like that to keep going. So definitely going to be something you're going to want to look at there. And then we're going to have our Sacred Knight's Light, deal elemental damage to all foes and impart an elemental defense down. You got a physical defense down for your group, and you have an elemental defense down for your group. Neither one of them are you particularly caring about the damage, I think, for them. But being able to impart that defense down will help for the rest of your team. So this is definitely going to be a more support sort of thief, in my opinion. Going to be able to at least help out with the shields with that change to the kit, but then also provide the defense downs and this SP. Now, going on to our Magic Reaper here, going to be able to absorb 3%. It looks like on the JP side of things that was a 2% before. Now we're going to get 3% whenever we use that ability. Oh, hold up, catching myself in editing here. That's a 2% on that up until you get the level 99 upgrade in your talent tree, and then it'll move it to 3%. So no change from the JP2 Global, just that this is showcasing the maxed out talents here. So not too bad. It's 180 potency. If you're getting low on your own SP, I guess it's what you got there. And then we have a 4 times random foe for a dagger ability. Not too shabby if they're weak to dagger and you're only fighting one enemy. Definitely something that you might want to break out and use there. Now let's go run over to the passive skills, because this is going to be another spot that we're going to have a pretty different sort of passive than what JP has, and that's this first one here. In JP, it was while you were attacking, you got some additional SP back. Over here, we're going to have that while you have 50% or more SP, that your whole front row will then get a 5% physical attack buff or attack buff, which is going to be kind of neat because this is in the support, so it's going to be different than the kind of skills. So Lynette, when she goes to the front row or to the back row, she provides that 10%. This will be an extra 5% on top of that, and it'll help out, give it an extra 5% that's just kind of there all the time for you. This is definitely going to favor physical attacking teams. It would have been kind of nice to see this as both physical and elemental, but I still think overall it's an upgrade to the kit anyway. And then SP recovery of 3% when taking damage from enemy units, so definitely going to help keeping that other passive going by having your own SP. Resistances, we got 20% dark, 10% light, and then our awakening, our whale territory here of a physical 60, elemental defense 40, and crit 40. So pretty heavy stats on this. And then we're going to raise dagger damage by 15%. Another great one. I think about being able to put this on one of my thief attackers, maybe a Ritu or something like that. And then at the start of battle, lower physical defense of all enemies by 15% for 3 turns. I like these. They're not great for super long fights because they're going to go more than 3 turns. But I do like when you're trying to do this, kind of grinding content and stuff like that. It's nice to be able to, hey, somebody in my party's taking care of this defense down, so I can just get rid of this fight within 1 to 3 rounds and get out of there. So definitely nice for that. So that's kind of the changes and whatnot. Let's kind of look at the banner here. We're gonna get the same sort of step up that we had for Rousseau. So it does look like we're going to maybe keep seeing it like this, which if that's the case, it's not too bad. It's not that bad. I like it. It's better than I think what we had. It's definitely better than everything being a paid one. So we'll kind of look at the exchange real quick. Connection error. Let me see if I get back in here. There we go. It looks like it's going to be the same sort of thing where we're going to have the option of getting a 4.5 star for 100 or a 5 star for 200. So hey, I know we kind of talked about this on the last one. I want to know how you guys are kind of feeling about this. Has anybody been able to take advantage of this, either to be able to pick up another awakening, or did you miss all the way to the 100 and then just settle for the 4.5 star and you're gonna just upgrade later? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. I do think this is going to be a decent unit to kind of add to your team if you're looking for that spell power or SP battery. Spell power in my brain. I've been mixing too many games. So I do think she's going to have some usefulness there. We will have other SP batteries in the future. This is going to be just one of many. And I wouldn't say to go ahead and pull a bunch, but if you want to throw a 10 pull out there, or heck, you just like this unit, then of course you just do what you want. I myself am going to skip, and I do hope I pick up this unit later because I do want to be able to have it on my on my bench whenever I need to pull around. And that's been my 2 cents.